Hello, 5 Minutes of Fire friends. Brad Singleton coming to you live for your daily motivation and encouragement. This is episode 462 of 5 Minutes of Fire. The topic today is, I live in an ocean of blessing because I choose to swim in a sea of gratitude. Yeah, that's my attempt at being poetic. I'm here hanging out in the van with my homie, little Judah. Judah, say hi.
Hi.
We're just hanging out here today. Anyways, I don't know about you. I know I've shared this before, but oftentimes I lay in bed and I'm ready to go to sleep, but I can't shut my brain off. And I tend to go to stress and negativity, and that's what keeps me awake. And then the same thing happens oftentimes in the morning when I wake up and I'm just laying there in bed. I can tend to go to stress and negativity. Well, recently I've decided in that moment when I'm tempted to go to stress and negativity, I'm going to make a shift. I'm going to, in that moment, begin to ask myself, all right, what's something that I'm grateful for? Now, I don't have to search long. Immediately, I can think of a dozen things that I'm grateful for. My wife, my kids, my job, my house. I can go through the list very, very quickly. And it immediately changes my mood. I can immediately choose to go from negativity to positivity. I can immediately go from stress to happiness. I can immediately go from anxiety to peace through this action of gratitude. And that's what I've been telling myself recently. I live in an ocean of blessing because I choose to swim in a sea of gratitude. You can immerse yourself in this action of gratitude, and it changes what you see. As I've shared before, and I'll continue to share again, you will see what you're looking for. If you're looking for stress and negativity and things to complain about, you will find plenty of evidence for that. But if you're looking for things to be grateful for, you will find plenty of evidence for that. So what are you going to choose to set your mind upon? What are you going to choose to set your mind upon? I've chose to set my mind on abundance. I've chose to set my mind on increase. I've chose to set my mind on positivity. I've chose to set my mind on what in my life can I be grateful for instead of what can I complain about. You will find what you're looking for. And as soon as I'm tempted to go to stress and negativity, I can find lots of evidence for that. But I can make a choice. I'm amazed at the power I have over my life at this muscle right here between my ears. And you have the same power as well. You have the same power to change your situation and your circumstances just simply by choosing to change the way you view it. Because in every situation and circumstance, there'll be plenty to complain about. There'll be plenty to be grumble about. There'll be plenty to be stressful about if you want to focus upon that. But I also guarantee that whatever situation and circumstance you are in life, if you look for it, you will find things to be grateful for. One of the things that forever changed my life was I was in a hospital with a lady who had just been in a car accident. They were telling her she would be paralyzed from the waist down. And what was she doing? She was choosing to focus upon what in her world in that moment she could be grateful for. She was thanking God that in that hospital they serve Starbucks coffee. And she's facing a diagnosis of being paralyzed from the waist down. It forever changed me. I still hang on to that. If she can find things to be grateful for in that situation, and it changed her. It changed her. She began to walk out of that situation and circumstances because of her outlook, because of what she was focusing upon. What are you focusing on today? Because if you're focusing on negativity and grumbling and complaining, you will find plenty of evidence for it. If you're focusing on what you have, what God has gifted you with, what God has given you to be grateful for, you will find plenty of evidence for that. What are you focusing your mind upon? I live in an ocean of blessings. Why? Because I choose to swim in a sea of gratitude. I'm going to challenge you with that. I know this is such a simple, basic thing, but what will you choose to focus on today? Because it will change what you see. You will find what you're looking for. Well, guys, as always, thanks so much for joining me today. Thank you for liking and sharing this video. This has been 5 Minutes of Fire.